Hello, fellow moms of teens. Today, I'm going to share a concept that will help you parent with a new perspective. And it comes from a new book that's coming out by my favorite mindset success and self-help guru, Benjamin Hardy. And it's titled, Be Your Future Self Now. And the reason this can help you is you can access your future self to get you through the struggle that is right now. And, Benjamin Hardy talks about this new perspective that it gives you. And instead of, thinking of all the terrible things, you can start thinking of the good things. And, myself 20 years from now, what would she be thinking about this time period? She would probably think that she really misses, those years with her teen, living under her roof and, having fun, doing the things that teens do, and maybe even is laughing at some of the stupid mistakes that her teen made. And he gives an example where he is driving home from work and he is thinking, what would my future self be thinking if they were in my shoes right now? And how would they act differently? And so when he gets home and he pulls into the driveway and his daughter comes running up to him, he's like really cherishing the moment. He goes and he plays with her toys with her. And then he sits down at dinner with his family and he's more present. And by talking to your future self, you can actually enjoy the present moment more because you are more appreciative of, of what it was. You're in the future and you're appreciating it. But right now it's really, stressful and you just don't think you're ever going to get through it. But by talking to that future self, you get through it and it just changes your perspective. So he also says that it takes the pressure off of your current self, right? You are more willing to learn and you're not so caught up in being right and everything being perfect. And it reminded me of when I was potty training my oldest son. And I was so frustrated because it just wasn't working. And he wasn't going in the bathroom. He kept, having mistakes in his pull up. And so I was complaining to my mom and she was like, Jackie, he's not going to go to college wearing a diaper. And I was like, oh yeah. And that was such relief. I didn't have to be caught up in every little, mistake that he made. And I didn't have to get so frustrated. I could actually think, yeah, he's going to get through this. And it doesn't really matter how or what time frame, but I just need to, be more accepting of how this plays out. And so, it just changes your mindset about the current situation. And another thing that talking to your future self can do is it gives you a goal that you want to approach. This future self, she's in your shoes and she's already gotten through this stressful time. And she is somebody that you can get advice from that is able to, give you goals to work towards rather than what a lot of us are stuck in are these goals that we're avoiding, right? We're avoiding our teen failing out of school. We're trying to avoid them, vaping and doing drugs. And, then the avoid goal is just so much more negative and so much more pressure and just doesn't feel good. But when there's this goal that you're approaching and you can see that there's this woman who has accomplished it and you're focused on, moving forward, then, it's more positive, it's more solution oriented and, gets you out of that negative space. So for this episode, our simple goal is going to be like raising our teen, right? So we have this goal that we raise our teen to become an adult. And we talk to this future self who has gotten through this rough patch, and she can give us advice and tell us, what we need to start doing, what we need to stop doing. If you think about it, related to money, my future self might tell me, don't worry about cutting the coupons, right? Because you got the money and you're fine. And in this case, for our teens, your future self is probably going to say, accept them for who they are, love them more rather than, struggling and being frustrated and angry. And, focus on the positive. Don't worry about what other people are thinking about your teen. A lot of this good advice you can get from your future self, and it's accessible now. So just start living from your future self now in order to get through this rough time rather than being stuck in the frustration and the anger and the helplessness. So we've talked about talking to your future self, accessing her, getting the advice from her, relieving the pressure of the current self, and, realizing that you get through this, changing your perspective of how you get through this. And if you need any help, please go to ilovemyteen.com where we can work one-on-one, or just keep coming back and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll be giving you more and more info every week. Look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. Bye.